Daniel Dubois, after your fight with Filip Hrgović, you made it pretty clear. You said, "This is my era, this is my time," and now you sit here as a world champion. Like, this is it, right? This is what you wanted.
Exactly. It's been called and we've delivered, and yeah, here we are now, and gone through the next one, on to the next, and on the door of greatness.
Has it quite sunk in that you are now, you know, that was an interim title, then Usyk gave up his belt, which means you're the world champion now, defending against AJ at Wembley Stadium?
Yeah, let a few weeks go by, let a training camp kick in, and then I'll really start to feel it. But right now, I found out about a couple of days or a day or whatever. But yeah, it's good.
But it feels, yeah, I mean, you've got the ultimate first defence, really, haven't you? Against Anthony Joshua at Wembley Stadium, September 21st. It will be sold out in there. I mean, this is, when you turned over as a pro, this is probably what you dreamed of, right?
Of course. These big nights and, you know, topping the bill with a major elite fighter and guy that's been up there for a long time, that now I feel it's the right time to knock him off that pedestal and take the throne.
When you turned over, I remember reading the articles, there were a few things. There was, this guy's the next Anthony Joshua. And then this is the guy that did this to Joshua in sparring. This is the guy to get behind as well. Yeah. And now it's him. So it really is it's almost like a passing of the torch. It could be if you pick up the win.
That's right. It's all about that, about what's going to happen now in the fight. And I'm really focused on it, really ready to go. The sparring that happened 7 years ago. I don't want to talk about that and what happened there. I'm a different fighter now. I've been through my ups and downs and just on to the next now.
Listen, we won't talk about the sparring, whatever happened, but what do you think he learned about you when you were that young kid? What do you think he learned about you from that?
God, who knows, man? That's 7 years ago. Different guy now. Different, harder punching, stronger willed, and this is what this battle's going to come down to: the spirit and the will of each fighter. So I need to stay right, stay positive, and stay on in a good vibe and in camp, and onwards from now, really. I
think you showed that in the Hrgović fight. You just looked, when you came together just before the referee walked away and brought you apart, there was a look in your eye like, you are going to have to tie me down, nail me down to the canvas to get the win tonight. Is that the spirit that you're taking into this?
Of course, of course, definitely, all the time. And I feel like after I've coming back from what I've come from and coming, out of darkness into the light, it's definitely going to have to be that way, and even better, and perform better than I did against Hrgović, and just keep growing and performing at a different level. So, yeah, can't wait.
I've heard you talk about, because people are saying Daniel took a lot of right hands in that fight, and I've heard you say, yeah, well, they woke me up. But can you afford to take those sorts of right hands against Anthony Joshua?
I won't take them shots. Hrgović is completely different to AJ. The way he throws his shots, it's smooth, he's light, and he's quick. You don't load up or anything. So it took me a while to get the hang of it, but once I found a way to deal with it, and if you used to look at the fight properly, I was slipping, just subtly sometimes, and doing what I had to do to win, and that's what I'm gonna have to do again. Break Joshua up, break what's in front of me down, and get the victory by any means necessary.
Well, yeah, people are saying that, and that's your new catchphrase, by the way. I've heard it for the last few fights. Any means necessary, and well done, because it keeps working. You keep getting it done. But people are saying that Daniel can't afford to take those shots that he took against Hrgović. But equally, can AJ take the shots that you were dishing out against Hrgović?
Exactly. Could he take them shots Hrgović was throwing? Everyone's got an opinion, so let him get on with it now. It's now time to do the work and see what they say after this one.
You've been around him a little bit today. I've seen a few face-offs. I know you're tired as well, but you're a bit cranky.
I'm jet lagged. 12 hours flight, hardly no sleep, so I'm really jet lagged, real tired, So bear with me.
No, we can bear with you. But being around AJ, has he irritated you at all? What are you feeling from being around him?
No, I just keep my head screwed on right now. I've come back from a long flight. I need to just get some rest behind me and start the day properly again and get into a routine. So yeah, now it's good. I feel good.
What do you think about him? Because you must have when you turned over, he was really the top guy, right?
Yeah.
Selling out Wembley Stadium. He's done it before, right? He was the top guy. You must have looked up to him a little bit.
I looked at him as the guy that was leading the way for British fighters, British heavyweights, British boxing. So he's been the king for a long time, and now is my time. I need to dethrone the king and slay the king, and that's what I'm gonna have to do.
Do you feel like he hasn't taken anyone on like you for actually quite a long time?
Of course, his last few fights haven't been the same level of guys like Miller, you know, that tough guy, Big Baby Miller, and Hrgovic, you know. They're not, you know, look at his two opponents and look at mine, but let's get on now, let's go, let's fight.
That Miller fight, it felt like you were not just fighting Miller. This is my opinion of it as well. You were fighting him, but you're also fighting yourself, you're fighting your demons, you're fighting all the critics, all of that. You took all of that into that Miller fight and you beat them all. Yeah,
definitely. I went down and I had to rise back up again. So that's part of the journey. That's part of the story that needs to be told, and, you know, that whole deeper meaning behind everything, what I'm doing, why I'm boxing, you know.
How long have you been imagining knocking out Anthony Joshua?
Well, it's not something, you know, now that we're fighting, now we've got a date, now it's all real. It will start getting more and closer, and I'm going to just tune in and become a beast on the night.
I watched an interview with your dad where he said it's written, it's destiny. He said this is Daniel going into the Lions' den. Do you agree with all of that?
For sure, 100%. This is definitely, you know, bigger than the Usyk fight. This is definitely the Lions' den, this one.
At the end of the Usyk fight, he said, Usyk said something to you. Well, I don't know if you were in the mood to even hear anything, but it was like, Daniel, you can.
Yeah,
do you remember that? What did you think of that?
You know, it is what it is. He's saying the right things, wasn't he? You know, not that I wanted to hear that, you know, being a fighter and everything, but that's what my journey is. That's what it is, you know, growing up and, you know, growing up and maturing from these things and learning lessons and coming back stronger and facing your demons, and that's what my journey's about.
September 21st, Wembley Stadium, sold out Wembley Stadium.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
Not here to talk foolishness, but I want to make a fool out of AJ by knocking him out and put all the doubters and the critics to sleep.
Respect. Good luck. Yeah.